And we're back on the Blitz. The Texas Rice Festival is just around the corner, meaning it's time for one of the best rivalries in Southeast Texas.
That's right. It's the Rice Bowl. Hampshire Finette hosting East Chambers. And Dave, you didn't bring me back a Rice Bowl or anything?
I couldn't find one. The concession lines were out of this world. They had 25, 30 people in line. There were more people standing and watching this game that could sit down in the seats. Absolutely sellout crowd. As we take a look at this after Hampshire Finette kicked a field goal to take a 3-0 lead, it's Dory Roberts breaking free. Roberts with an 80-yard kickoff return for the touchdown and a 7-3 lead for the East Chambers Buccaneers. But back would come Hampshire Finette just before the end of the first quarter. It's Kendrick King to pass by some time, lobs it out there and wide open is Chris Jolly. Jolly be good, Jolly in the end zone for the Hampshire Finette score. This game went back and forth all night long. East Chambers with a touchdown in the last minute of play pulls out the victory. 27-23.
Would you expect anything less from a rivalry like that? How about Jasper and Kirbyville? These are kind of rivals as well, just down the road from each other. Wildcats in the black uniforms with the ball first. Hand off there to Patton Beatty, who's going to get into the secondary before he is taken down. Jasper now, they got a big old running back named Terrence Cooney. And Cooney can straight out play. The boy does not miss a meal, and that makes him hard to take down. Took 3 guys there to pull him down. Now it's Cooney again. If it works, why not just keep handing him the rock? The stiff arm there. But guess what? It was Kirbyville that would get the last laugh tonight as we go to the final. That's 2 straight losses for Jasper. This time it was 23-20. It was the Wildcats taking them down.
Also winning at Buena last week after that tough overtime loss to Cleveland in first week of the season. How about Bridge City? They're home for the Kelly Bulldogs tonight. Bridge City trying to get things going as they are off to an 0-2 start, but against tough competition like Vider and Newton. And their quarterback, Chase Shugart, up the middle, takes a beating, but picks up a first down. Then Shugart throwing, and he finds Jalen Millen open around the 30-yard line. Nice tackle there by Sean Bebo of Kelly. Then it's Shugart throwing for the end zone to Keaton Langston. Over the shoulder catch for the touchdown. That made it 7-0. Bridge City on top. Cardinals cruising in this one. Kelly, not much going. Bebo with a handoff gets cut down at the line of scrimmage. They turn it over on downs, and Bridge City would drive it in for another touchdown. This one by Jonah Lemoyne. 14-0 Cardinals. They win it by the score of 31-7.
Rebel Field, where the Evendale Rebels were hosting the Bay Area Christian Broncos. Rebs with the ball there. Jacob Connor having nowhere to run there. The Broncos defense all over him. More from Evendale and more bad news. This time it's a fumbled snap. The good news is, though, Evendale would keep the ball. Bay Area now with the ball, and yeah, they're going to do some damage here. Quarterback swings it out to his receiver, who's going to make one move, and there he goes for the touchdown. 7-0 Broncos at this point, and they roll over Evendale. Going to the scoreboard. Final is 28-10, Broncos in the win column.
Action from last night, in case you missed it, here on KBMT 12. Kevin Flanagan and the Westbrook Bruins playing in Houston at Del Mar Stadium, going up against the Lamar Redskins, ranked number 5 in the state. And this is Ronnie Wesley on the first play from scrimmage for the Redskins. He breaks it 65 yards down to the Westbrook 15-yard line. And Wesley would later score on a 2-yard run to make it 7-0. The quarterback, Darrell Colbert Jr., gets sacked by the Bruins defense, Daniel Dulong and Desmond Beals. Then it's quarterback Isaac Aubrey for Westbrook, weaving his way downfield, gets within field goal range to make it 7-3 Lamar. And here come the Redskins again, led by Levi Whiting with a 19-yard touchdown run just before halftime to make it 14-3. As we check, the final is 23-10. Lamar over Westbrook.
Over at Turner Stadium last night, P&G taking on the 4th-ranked team in Class 4A. That would be the Summer Creek Bulldogs, one of the newest schools in the area, and they've got a whole lot of athletes. All those really good kids that used to go to Humble High School, they're now at Summer Creek.
They like the facility.
There you go. Guys like A.J. Jeffrey picking up the 43-yard punt return, setting up the quarterback Aaron Sharp. He's got a verbal to Kansas State. Finding time and finding a receiver somehow through 3 defenders. It's a 7-0 ball game. But the Indians, they had an offense that would get going. They would take a 17-14 lead. Summer Creek roars, though, with 24 points in the third. They won it 38-17. Final time out here on the Blitz. When we return, we're going to check out that out-of-town scoreboard.
Got some updates, but first it's time for our Play of the Week.
5 Point Credit Union presents the Play of the Week.
And it's back out to the Rice Bowl. East Chambers, after giving up the lead, down 3-0. Momentum changer from Dory Roberts, taking the kickoff, bolting down the middle of the field. Nobody touches him. An 80-yard return for the East Chambers Buccaneers as they take the Rice Bowl tonight as well, 27-23 over the Hampshire Finette Longhorns.